The Galactic Empire had existed for millennia, its dominance unrivaled across the vast reaches of the universe. Countless species had been subjugated, their cultures folded into the Empire's sprawling bureaucracy. The galactic capital, an impossibly grand construct of shimmering spires and interwoven energy grids, housed the council chambers where decisions affecting entire worlds were made with cold detachment. Today, the fate of Earth, a distant and relatively insignificant planet, was under deliberation. The High Chancellor, a towering figure encased in bio-armor, addressed the assembly with a voice resonating across frequencies. After extensive observation, it is the Council's determination that the species known as Homo sapiens poses no significant threat to the galactic order. Their technological advancements are rudimentary, their expansion confined to their home system. Harmless. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. Representatives from dozens of species, some amorphous, others insectoid or reptilian, nodded in unison. A reptilian delegate hissed, "Their conflicts are petty, their lifespan short, they lack unity and vision, they are insignificant." A younger envoy, shimmering with bioluminescent patterns, hesitated. "But their history suggests adaptability and resilience. Could we not?" "Enough!" barked the Chancellor, silencing the room. "The matter is settled. Humanity will be denied status within the Empire. Their attempts at contact are irrelevant. Let it be recorded. Earth is deemed a harmless anomaly, unworthy of further notice." The declaration was transmitted across the stars, its cold finality echoing in the silence of space. When it reached Earth, it sparked a firestorm. World leaders convened in a hastily assembled summit, their expressions a mix of disbelief and indignation. The insult stung deeper than anticipated. To be labeled harmless, dismissed as insignificant, was an affront to the very core of human identity. "They see us as ants," one official spat, slamming a fist against the polished table. "No better than background noise in their empire. We've fought wars, endured plagues, faced extinction, and clawed our way back every time," a scientist argued. "And they dare call us harmless?" From the chaos emerged a singular, unifying realization. This insult was an opportunity. For centuries, humanity had been fractured, divided by borders and ideologies. But now, the entire planet shared a common enemy, a monolithic empire that underestimated them. Within days, the brightest minds across the globe began strategizing. Engineers and physicists collaborated with military tacticians, pooling resources and knowledge. From hidden facilities deep beneath the Earth's crust to orbital research stations, humanity prepared to defy the galaxy. "There's one thing they didn't account for," said a grizzled general during a secretive meeting. His voice was steady, his eyes sharp. "They don't understand what humans are capable of when we're underestimated. Let's show them." Plans were set into motion. A war humanity had never sought was now inevitable. It wasn't about proving themselves to the Empire. It was about survival, dignity, and sending a message that would resonate across the stars. The label of harmless would become the greatest miscalculation in galactic history. The Galactic Empire had existed for millennia, galvanized humanity in ways previously thought impossible. Reaches of the universe. Rivalries between nations were cast had been subjugated. Ideological differences buried under the weight of a shared purpose. The galactic time in history, an impossibly grand construct of shimmering spires and interwoven energy grids, but Defiance, housed the council chambers where decisions affecting entire worlds of leaders, scientists, and military commanders. Today, the fate of the Earth Defense Initiative and relatively became the nerve center of humanity's was under deliberation. Operating out of underground bunkers, a towering figure encased in bio-armor, the council quickly addressed the assembly with a voice resonating across frequencies. Humanity's technology was decades, perhaps centuries, it is behind the determination that their species known as Homo sapiens poses no significant threat. But if humanity excelled at anything, their technological advancements are rudimentary. In their remote research facilities, to their long-hidden projects were resurrected. Alien artifacts recovered from decades of mysterious representatives from dozens of long dismissed as conspiracy some amorphous were pulled others from insectoid or reptilian. Engineers reverse-engineered in propulsion systems, a reptilian delegate shield technology. Their conflicts wasn't perfect. but it gave humanity a fighting chance. They lack unity and vision. We'll never match them in raw power. They are insignificant. A physicist explained a younger to the council, but we don't need to. Bioluminescent patterns. Arrogant. Hesitated. We'll fight them the way we've fought every superior force in history. Could we not? By outthinking them. Enough. Production began at a breakneck silencing the room. Factories that once manufactured cars humanity will be denied status to build within the empire. Drones, their attempts at contact are orbital shipyards sprang to life. Let it be recorded. Assembling vessels deemed a harmless ingenuity and adapted unworthy of further notice. The declaration was transmitted across the stars, while weapons were being forged, echoing strategies were being developed. When it reached humanity, knew the Empire would underestimate them. World leaders treating Earth in a hastily more than a rebellious colony. Their expressions of mix would be exploited and indignation. The EDI focused on guerrilla tactics deeper than ambushes and asymmetrical labeled harmless, dismissed as had proven devastatingly effective. Was an affront to the very core of human identity. It's not about meeting them head on. They see us as a strategist said one official briefing. It's about making them think twice about every move they make. No better than be a shadow they can't in their empire. We fought wars they can't predict, endured plagues in the depths of space extinction, the first test of the clawed our way back every time. A small Imperial patrol entered and they dare call us harmless, likely to monitor from the chaos emerged a singular unifying realization from the passive planet. This insult was an opportunity. Hidden behind the asteroid belt, humanity had been fractured. Human ships waited, divided by the ambush was swift and brutal. But now, human ships, the entire planet shared with common devices and enhanced monolithic empire that emerged from the shadows. Within alien vessels, the brightest designed for large-scale engagements were caught off guard. Engineers and physicists collaborated energy disruptors struck with pinpoint resources and knowledge, disabling key systems. From hidden facilities when deep beneath the Earth's crust, the once dominant Imperial patrol was humanity prepared to defy humanity the had claimed its first one victory. Thing they didn't account for. The message was clear. Said a grizzled general Earth during a was no longer meeting. Harmless. His voice back was on steady, the planet, his eyes success sharp. Ignited. They don't understand what humans footage are capable of. Battle was transmitted worldwide. Showing alien vessels plans were set into motion. It was war humanity had never thought was now. We've shown them what we're capable of. It wasn't about proving a young engineer to the Empire. Watching the it was about survival, but this is just the beginning. And sending a message that would resonate across the preparations into the label of harmless factories would become the greatest miscalculation. Researchers pushed the limits of physics, and soldiers trained for battles in environments no human had ever encountered. Every citizen played a role, from coding advanced AI systems to assembling weapons by hand. Humanity was no longer preparing for survival, they were preparing for victory. The Galactic Empire had existed for millennia. The loss of its patrol its dominance unrivaled, the destruction of even a small detachment of their forces. Countless species they had been subjugated as harmless was their cultures folded into the Empire's sprawling bureaucracy. Within days, the Galactic was assembled. An impossibly grand construct overwhelming shimmering spires and interwoven energy grids in the cosmic hierarchy. Housed the council chambers where decisions affecting entire worlds were made with colossal carriers. Today, entered the solar system with the precision of a relatively insignificant planet. Their energy signatures alone were enough to disrupt the high communications on Earth. A towering figure and their presence in orbit cast a shadow across the planet. The assembly with a voice resonating this was a routine operation. After extensive either surrender or be annihilated. It is the Council's determination humanity, that the species known as Homo sapiens this poses no significant Earth threat. Defense Initiative had prepared for the worst. Their technological knowing that any show of defiance would provoke a swift expansion and overwhelming to their home system. Every human asset was mobilized. Murmurs of agreement. Every strategy meticulously planned. Representatives as the Empire's fleet approached. Humanity's forces lay in wait, others insectoid within asteroid fields and nodded in unison. Space. A reptilian delegate outnumbered and outgunned. Their conflicts are petty, but the element of surprise was still on their side. They lack unity. They knew the Empire would rely on insignificant, confident in their technological superiority. Shimmering with bioluminescent humanity's strength lay in their ability to adapt, but their history suggests adaptability and to exploit weaknesses others might overlook. The battle began with the Empire deploying its smaller craft to scout the matter is settled. These ships, humanity designed for reconnaissance rather than combat, were swiftly eliminated. Their attempts at contact humanity's stealth ships, let it be recorded, adaptive camouflage. Earth is deemed a harmless anomaly, dismantling the scouts before they could report. The declaration was transmitted across the stars. Was immediate. its cold finality moved into formation in the silence of space,
bombarding suspected
hiding spots with energy weapons that tore through world leaders convened in a hastily assembled
The sheer
summit.
scale of the assault
Their
was
expressions
staggering,
a mix of
and
disbelief
humanity's forces
and indignation.
suffered heavy losses
The insult
in the initial
stung deeper
barrage,
than anticipated,
but they had anticipated
to be labeled
this.
harmless.
The ambush was never about matching the Empire's firepower.
To the very core
It was
of
about
human
sowing
identity.
confusion and
They
forcing
see us
mistakes.
as ants. One
Humanity's
official
ship
stat,
struck where the
slamming
Empire
a
was
fist
weakest
against the polished
targeting
table.
supply
No
vessels
better than
and communication
background noise
relays.
in their empire.
AI-guided drones.
We fought wars,
programmed with
endured
unpredictable
plagues,
attack patterns,
faced extinction,
swarmed the
and clawed
larger
our way
ships,
back every time.
overwhelming
A
their
scientist
defenses.
argued.
The
And they
Empire's
dare
ships
call
were
us
built
harmless?
for large-scale
From
engagements
the chaos
against
emerged
similarly
a
advanced
singular,
foes.
unifying
They were
realization.
unprepared for the
This
chaotic
insult
and
was an
relentless
opportunity.
tactics humanity
For centuries,
employed.
humanity
Despite
had been
the
fractured,
success of these early
divided
maneuvers,
by borders
the
and
tide of
ideologies.
battle was far
But
from
now,
turning.
the entire
Empire's
planet shared a
fleet
common
adapted
enemy.
quickly.
Their
Their commanders
monolithic empire that
recalibrating strategies
underestimated
to
them.
counter humanity's
Within days,
unorthodox
the brightest
tactics.
minds across
Human
the globe
ships were
began
picked off one
strategizing.
by one. Engineers
Their
and
numbers
physicists
dwindling
collaborated
rapidly.
with military
On Earth,
tacticians,
the situation
pooling
was grim.
resources and
Command
knowledge.
centers
From
buzzed
hidden
with frantic
facilities
activity
deep beneath
as
the
leaders
Earth's
and
crust to
strategists
orbital research
worked to
stations
find a way to turn
humanity
the tide.
prepared to defy
Then
the
humanity
galaxy.
unleashed
There's
its
one
trump
thing
card.
they didn't account
A
for.
prototype
said a
weapon,
grizzled general
developed in
during a
secrecy,
secretive meeting,
was activated.
His voice was steady,
A
his eyes
gravitational
sharp.
disruptor capable
They don't
of
understand what
destabilizing
humans
the
are
massive
capable
energy
of
cores
when
that
we're
powered the
underestimated.
Empire's ships.
Let's show them.
The weapon was
Plans were
experimental,
set
risky,
into motion, and had
a
never
war
been tested
humanity
in
had
combat.
never sought
But
was
with
now
the survival
inevitable.
of the planet
It wasn't
at
about
stake,
proving themselves
there was
to
no
the
room
Empire.
for hesitation.
It was about
A single
survival,
human ship,
dignity,
acting as a decoy,
and sending a message
lured
that
the
would
Empire's
resonate
flagship
across the
into
stars.
range.
The
As
label
the disruptor
of harmless
activated,
would become the greatest
space around the flagship
miscalculation
seemed
in
to
galactic
ripple
history.
and warp. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, in a blinding flash, the ship's core collapsed, triggering a chain reaction that sent shockwaves through the fleet. Smaller ships were caught in the blast, their hulls disintegrating under the immense force. The destruction of the flagship was a turning point. The Empire's fleet, now without its command structure, faltered. Human forces seized the opportunity, pressing the attack with renewed vigor. Ships that moments ago had been on the defensive now hunted down the remaining Imperial vessels, using hit-and-run tactics to devastating effect. By the time the battle ended, the Empire's fleet was in disarray. Survivors fled the solar system, their once unshakable confidence shattered. Earth had won, but the cost was staggering. Thousands of lives had been lost, and much of humanity's fledgling fleet lay in ruins. Yet, against all odds, they had held their ground. On the surface, celebrations were muted. The victory was not just a triumph but a warning. Humanity had proven they were far from harmless, but the fight was far from over. The Empire now knew what they were capable of, and retaliation was inevitable. Yet, amidst the wreckage and loss, a spark of hope remained. For the first time in history, humanity had faced the impossible and won.